Hello and welcome to or back to the channel and welcome to another episode of TEW 9 WWE Challenge Run here today as we are here for our latest premium live event special, WWE Moana 2, sponsored by the hit blockbuster Disney original animated motion picture film Moana 2, available on Disney Plus streaming now. God, I wish I was being paid for this, but I'm not. Yeah, we got a stacked card here in Hawaii. And you know what? I don't know about you. I barely book shows in Hawaii, so it's just nice to go somewhere different. Sun's shining, it's beautiful, and we're ready. So without further ado, I say we jump right into things here with WWE Moana 2. And we're going to get started here on the kickoff show with the WWE Tag Team titles on the line. We have our panels and everything and whatnot, but the tag titles are on the line here, first of all. Pretty Deadly defending their gold against DIY. DIY getting the better of Pretty Deadly recently. But that was with additional men. And this is just 2 and 2. It's just a straight showdown. Look at that guy, Pretty Deadly and DIY. Beat the hell out of each other. You know, I've told them to steal the show because... hey, it's the pre-show. You can have as much time as you want. Get out there. Show everyone why you deserve to be on the main card. And let's see if the tag division can do that. In the end, as both teams fight it out, only one could stand victorious. And the team that does, and still WWE Tag Team Champions, Pretty Deadly. Oh yes, boy. Pretty Deadly do get the win here. Their second defense of the tag team title. 66 on the match is okay. Kit off his game, sadly. But 72 Johnny, 54 Elton, 52 Tommaso, 51 Kit. Happy enough. Pretty Deadly and DIY putting on their hands. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm sorry. In their hands. And keep a hold of those tag team championship. What awaits Pretty Deadly on the horizon? We'll have to wait and see, but they've got the gold for now. As then we have Giovanni Vinci coming out on the panel and wanting a challenger, wanting a fight. You know, after what happened the other night against Jacob Fatu, he's heard the talk. He's heard what people have said, and he wants to prove that he is not just a flash in the pan. He can go against anyone back there. Now it comes to accept his challenge, Andrade. Well, a point to prove as well. So we let these two go at it. I told them to steal the show as well, because you're on the kickoff show, in my opinion. Prove to me why you should be on the main card. And so we just let them do it. It goes about 15, 16 minutes. You know, 14, 15 minutes. Vinci and Andrade just going for it. High speed offense. In the end, Andrade has the advantage, setting up for La Sombra, where Kiana James, Darcy Kiana James, onto the apron, referee going over, telling her to get it down, shouting at her, and then from behind, low blow to Andrade by Brooks Jensen. The opportunity allowing Giovanni Vinci to put a DDT Andrade down, hit a frog splash, 1, 2, 3. Giovanni Vinci gets the win thanks to that distraction from Kiana James and that interference from a very clean and sober looking Brooks Jensen from down next. He had his problems, but it seems he might have found a solution to them here. 62, 59 Giovanni, 65 Andrade. Pretty evenly matched, honestly, all things considered, especially considering the bitch fit Andrade threw when they asked him to lose this match. You know, considering that Andrade, I was expecting a bit more, but hey-ho, Giovanni Vinci picks up the victory. As we're ready to move on to the main card here, panel ends, and we play our opening video package. Oh, I always forget this gimmick. Brooks Jensen, his new gimmick, his old gimmick gone, clean and sober. Initial rating, great, good. We love that. Gimmick ideas for the win. He's clean and sober, and just helped Giovanni Vinci cheat a victory. As we have our opening video package, focusing on all our matches, but especially focusing on these two matches. The triple threat match for the WWE Championship, which is going to kick off our show, because if you can't go last, you may as well go first. And then our main event here at Moana 2, tribal combat with the final boss The Rock as the special enforcer, Roman Reigns versus Solo Sakoa. The winner will be proclaimed tribal chief, will get the Ulafala, will sit at the head of the table. 84. Hopefully some good matches tonight. The WWE Championship up for grabs. It's been building for a little bit now. Since last month at Unforgiven, when Cody Rhodes teaming with Roman Reigns in the main event, helping him out. Well, not teaming with him, but lost the match. Cody showing commiserations, apologising for him for what happened. Kevin Owens took great offence to that after everything he went through for Roman Reigns, after the way that he and Randy and everyone else stepped up for Cody Rhodes and celebrated with Cody Rhodes when he finally dethroned Roman Reigns, you know? Kevin wasn't happy. Set his sights on Cody. They've been battling it out. Cody giving Kevin what he wanted. He promised a day title match, and he gave it to him. And then Randy getting involved, wanting to separate things, but getting involved nonetheless. You know, stray hit here, accidentally shot here. Not actually shot. That would understandably ramp things up, I suppose. And then culminating a few nights ago on SmackDown, where he RKO'd Cody, RKO'd Kevin, and signed his contract as well. Cody also offered him the same promise, and was there to collect. Now at Moana 2, WWE title, Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. With the WWE Championship up for grabs, these three men are just going to go for it. You know? It's not going to be a fast-paced, exhilarating bout, sure, but these three guys know how to wrestle, so we're just going to let them do that. I've just told them to go out there and wrestle and put on a show, and hopefully they'll do just that. In the end, all three men trying their hardest, all three men giving it all they've got here. Kevin going for a stunner on Randy, turns it around into an RKO. Randy going for an RKO on Cody, but Cody a big knee to Randy's back at his old age, drops Randy down a bit, grabs him, crossroads, cover. After a long bout, it takes 20 minutes. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, and still WWE Champion. I went through everyone except the actual winner, Cody Rhodes. Cody gets the win here, pinning Orton clean for his 7th defense of the WWE Championship for 79. Happy with that. 70 Randy, 83 Cody, 69 Kevin. I'm pleased. Cody Rhodes stands victorious, still WWE Champion. He keeps his hands firmly on that WWE Championship. Who will be the man to take the gold off Cody Rhodes? Will anyone be able to do it on their own? Or will they have to get, Travis Scott involved? Imagine that. Imagine that. I'm staring at my camera. It's not even on, but I'm staring at it. Imagine that. We're going to carry on here, though, with another multi-person match, actually, I've just realised. For the Women's US Championship. Chelsea Green defending her gold against Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Piper Niven. Of course, Piper Niven, her close friend and tag team partner. What happened was last month at Unforgiven, Bianca thought she had won. She was the last woman in the ring in the Battle Royale. She stood tall, climbed over the rope to get her belt. Chelsea Green had snuck out under the bottom rope, though, hid outside, and stole the title from under her in Bianca's eyes. Bianca trying to reclaim it, but her anger has been blinding her these last few weeks. It's been getting the better of her, much to the chagrin of her tag partner, Jade Cargill. All culminating here in Fatal 4-Way action. All 4 women, you'd imagine, wanting to leave with that title. Chelsea and Piper, Bianca and Jade. And the story of this match is, for the kind of the start of it, it's a bit like a tag team match, Piper and Chelsea are working together, Bianca and Jade are working together, but Bianca, her anger again, especially wanting to just get her hands on Chelsea Green, the woman who in her eyes, stole her Women's US title, is causing a clash, it's causing a bit of a ruckus here, especially with Jade Cargill. And all 4 women coming close. Bianca showing some anger at Jade when Jade tries, has the goddamn gumption to try to pin someone. How dare she? Is she trying to steal her title as well? In the end, Bianca does hit a KOD onto Jade Cargill after some arguments between those two. And Chelsea Green, sneaky in from behind, grabs Bianca, tries to throw out the ring, but Bianca holding on to Chelsea Green. Not happy, lifts up Chelsea Green and KODs her onto Jade Cargill. Bianca going to make a cover, but when from out the ring, Piper Niven yanks her feet and drags her out of the ring. And Chelsea Green, who she just KOD'd, laid out on top of Jade Cargill. Piper Niven holding Bianca Belair on the outside, who's trying to claw back in the ring. 1, 2, 3. Chelsea Green, your winner and still the Women's US Champion, making her third defense of that title. Thanks to Bianca Belair here, you'd have to say Chelsea Green keeps her gold. Bianca's anger blinding her again to the fourth competitor that was in this match. 63 for the match is pretty good here. 68 Bianca, 53 Jade, 56 Piper, 51 Chelsea. Happy with that. Happy with that. Chelsea Green keeps her hands on the Women's US title, and Bianca Belair cannot believe it. She's lost. She's lost clean and simple here. You know, fatal 4-way. There was a pin. She lost. She can't say Chelsea Green cheated her way to the title like maybe you could say last month, but she did nothing wrong. Bianca just lost. Full stop. Let's go backstage to Kiana James Enterprises. And Kiana is beaming with joy. Her picked up a huge victory here at WWE Moana 2 against Andrade, a world-class athlete in his own right. And even better than that, my man, my beautiful, beautiful man, Brooks Jensen, fresh out of rehab, clean and sober and looking better than ever, is here. And I am so proud to announce is the latest addition to the roster of premier athletes here at Kiana James Enterprises. Member of Kiana James Enterprises, he is actually referencing NXT stories. How silly of me. Brooks Jensen for a 42. Before we're heading back to the ring for our match with a lot of vitriol to it, a lot of anger in it, that's ready to burst out here in Hawaii. Yes, it's Tyler Bate taking on Brooks Jensen of TNA in the Black Country Brawl. Anything goes, essentially. Brooks Jensen and... Nope, not Brooks Jensen. Sorry, I got distracted. I've got the football on and Chelsea have just scored. Let's go, baby. Tyler Bate versus Trent Seven. Anything goes. These two men ready to beat the hell out of each other. Trent Seven's angry at Tyler Bate for putting their dreams of being tag champs aside to calling Trent in to help with Apollo and Baron Corbin's title pursuit when they dreamed of it for so long. Costing Cruz and Corbin the tag titles, taking out Cruz and Corbin with steel chairs, and now setting his sights on Tyler Bate for his betrayal in Trent's eyes. But now, you know, Tyler, he's had enough. He's shaved his hair, and he's ready with this more clean-cut look to battle it out. To go to war, Black Country Brawl, the way they did on the streets of gloomy London and England. The boys are ready. Tyler Bate, Trent Seven, I've put it to hardcore. They are just going to, you know, beat the hell out of each other pretty much, is the point here. With all the weapons you can muster, you know. In the end, we do end up back in the ring, of course, after they fight around the arena. We just, you know, it's fun to have matches like that. And yeah, in the end, in the ring, the two men slogging it out. But there can only be one winner. And in the end here, in the Black Country Brawl, it is Tyler Bate, who beats his mentor and stands victorious. A steel chair sat up, you know, a steel chair sat up, Tyler Driver right onto it to Trent Seven, laying him out. Tyler Bate gets the better here for a 53. They have great chemistry, 52 Trent, 48 Tyler. Happy with that. The crowd's hot. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I mean, I'm kind of intrigued. Trent's declining physically. Tyler's inconsistent, but hey ho, Tyler Bate gets a big win here, a big personal victory. You know, it's not going to get the highest ratings. They're not pulling the highest ratings, but I think storyline wise, it was there. And it's nice to take advantage of this TNA partnership as well. I didn't just yoink Trent Seven. he's still in TNA because I'm going to be honest. Beyond this feud, it might shock you. I don't have the most plans in the world for Trent Seven. So yeah, but hey, he can go do his thing in TNA after getting a lot of exposure here. It probably helped his pop. You know, a symbiotic relationship. 53. Happy with that. We're going to carry on here, though, in the United States Championship division. And it's going to be LA Knight looking to defend his title against Grayson Waller, who's been a thorn in his side. LA Knight a bit banged up after this last week, where Grayson Waller and Pretty Deadly attacked him backstage, throwing him into the concrete, among other things. But, hey, the $1 million megastar is always going to be up for a fight still. Yeah! LA Knight and Grayson Waller just going for it, beating the hell out of each other. Grayson Waller trying his best to try and kind of, I don't know, CrossFit Jesus his way to victory, I suppose. Trying to take advantage of LA Knight being a bit banged up. Take advantage, maybe he's not got the most stamina right now. He's a bit slower. And just trying to outrun him, pretty much. But in the end, this is going to end up in the ring. Grayson Waller going for that rolling, jumping stunner into the ring. But once, he rolls into the ring, jumps up. LA Knight grabbing him, kind of pushing his legs down so he goes face first. BFT. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, and still the United States champion, LA Knight. Yeah! LA Knight picks up the victory here. For a 73, I'm trying to make myself a note to check if he, if I need to do his finisher. I should make my notes sometimes. Because he's down as the gravy train, but obviously the Blunt Force Drama is his primary finisher. But LA Knight's third defense of the US title. 7 more to go, baby. Yeah, it's not as far as you might think, I suppose. LA Knight gets his arm raised. 73, happy with that. 74 LA, 52 Grayson. They're pretty good chemistry as well. Everyone's got pretty decent chemistry tonight thus far, I feel like. Which is A-okay with me. No complaints on my end there. But yeah, LA Knight keeps his gold. So that is 4 for 4 on champions retaining. Will it be 5 for 5? We're going to have to wait. For next up will be the WWE Women's US title. But first we can go backstage with the final boss, The Rock. Hypes up our main event. The final boss, The Rock, will be there in person, overseeing things to make sure there are no problems. Tribal Combat. Roman Reigns and Solo Sakoa for the Ulafala. For the title of Tribal Chief. For the right to sit at the head of the table. Anything goes. No interference. Just us free in that ring. And a winner's arm raised, no question asked. For 100, Big Dwayne. Good for something, eh? And yeah, The Rock ready to oversee things here at WWE Moana 2. Available to stream on Disney+. I'm legally contracted to say that. I'm not. As then we go back to the ring for the WWE Women's No, we're not. Just the WWE Women's Championship. We've done the US. Tiffany Stratton defending her gold against Mia Yim. Tiffany pinning Mia on this last week's episode of SmackDown in that 6-woman tag team match. Looking to recreate that. The women go out there. Mia with a point to prove. She's fighting a bit rougher. She's not as rounded. She's a bit more sharp-edged than Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton, a bit more rounded, a bit more perfect, a bit prettier in her wrestling style. I'm not taking a comment on looks or whatever. That's just your taste, I suppose. But Mia a bit more aggressive, a bit more rough and rumble, And in the end, the two women giving it their all, both looking to leave here with that women's championship in hand. Only one woman can, and still, your WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. Another pinfall victory. 2 in 2 days. She has pinned Mia Yim. Tiffany Stratton with the PMO, the prettiest moonsault ever, to keep a hold of her WWE Women's Championship. For a 67, happy with that. 63 Tiff, 57 Mia. Tiff's in amazing form. And she does it again. Tiffany Stratton, still your Women's US... Why do I keep saying it? Still your Women's Champion. Full stop. Full stop. Tiffany keeps the gold, stands till all the champions retain tonight. But who will be leaving with the Ulafala? We'll find out in our main event. We got one match to go till then. Let's get to it now. The phenomenal one, AJ Styles, looks to prove that he's still got it, that he can still go with the youngsters of today. And a hell of a youngster he's trying to go against. It's AJ Styles versus Carmelo Hayes, the man who don't miss, the man who says he's him. The man looking for nothing but net against the phenomenal one. AJ and Melo, I've told them to steal the show because what else are we going to ask them to do, eh? They go out there and AJ Styles doesn't look like he's missed a beat, a single step. He is going toe-to-toe with Carmelo Hayes. Anything he can do, I can do better. Anything he can do, I can do better than you, is kind of what he's going for here. But Carmelo Hayes, he's also that little bit step above, you know? He's younger, he's got more energy, he's moving a little bit quicker, as fast as AJ might run. And in the end, these two battling it out, it is Carmelo Hayes who picks up the victory. He does get the massive win, nothing but net onto AJ. Melo picks up a massive victory in his career on SmackDown. You know, a first round draft pick, and now a win against former multi-time world champion, a future Hall of Famer in at least 3 companies, you'd have to say. 4, honestly. AJ Styles. They went out there to steal the show, and I think they have. I'm pretty sure that's match of the night. 84 for it, 82 Carmelo, 73 AJ. Crowd are buzzing to hell as Carmelo Hayes gets his arm raised. Victorious. He beat Andrade last time they were out, and Andrade defeated tonight, whilst Carmelo Hayes is standing victorious against AJ Styles. You have to imagine Carmelo Hayes is going to set his sights onto some gold sooner rather than later, especially the fine form he's found himself in recently. But for us, there's only one match to go, the main event of this evening. The competitors make their entrances first of all. The final boss, The Rock, makes his way out, ready to oversee a bout of this magnitude. He is followed by Solo Sakoa. We do a camera from the locker room. Solo with his boys, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Hikuleo. Solo's ready for war. He's ready for a battle. He's ready to prove that the young blood is stepping up to the head of the table. He's not playing on the kiddie table. He's sitting at the head of the grown-ups now. Makes his way out of the locker room, through the back, into the ring. And then Roman Reigns, from his locker room, Jacob, Jimmy and Paul, marches down, ready for war. The Rock holding the Ulathala in his hand, showing it to Roman. 95 for the entrances, by the way. Showing it to Roman before our main event. Tribal combat. Roman Reigns versus Solo Sakoa. And they beat the hell out of each other. The Rock overseeing things, there's no interference. They smash each other with chairs, with kendo sticks. You know? Solo Sakoa with a chain wrapped around his fist, hitting a spike onto Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns going for a spear on Solo Sakoa through a table set up in the corner of the ring, and Solo managing to get out of the way just in time. Roman flying through the table into the corner, and Solo hitting a massive, running and smashing his arse into his face, but only for a 2. Roman does manage to spear Solo through something in the end, the barricade, but by the time he's got Solo in the ring, Solo manages to kick out of the pin at 2. These two are giving it their all. They're going to war here in tribal combat. It leaves you wondering in the end, what is it going to take? They're both throwing everything they've got out there. But what is it going to take? Well, in the end, to answer the question of what is it going to take. Roman and Solo slogging it out. Solo going for a Samoan spike, but Roman ducking underneath, running against the rope and hitting a Superman punch. Holds up one finger. I'm the one. The one. The original. The only. The one. Roman running, bouncing against the rope again. A second Superman punch. You, Solo. You gotta learn some respect. You gotta realize that the kiddie table is where you belong. And Roman into the corner, Solo barely on his feet, groggy, like he's had a night on the town. Roman, ooh, ah, runs at Solo for a spear. When out of nowhere, he is scooped up and rock bottomed down. The final boss, the enforcer here, lays out Roman Reigns. The Tribal Combat rules state no outside interference, but he has been inside that ring the whole time. The Rock laying out Roman with the rock bottom. The crowd in shock as the Rock turns to Solo, who's just groggy and very much out of it. And he just kind of pushes Solo over, and Solo just collapses. He just needed to breathe on him, honestly. Solo collapses onto Roman Reigns as The Rock drops to the mat. 1, 2, 3. Your winner of Tribal Combat, Solo Sakoa. A massive victory in Solo Sakoa's career here. He didn't have much to do with the finish. Handed it, really, by The Rock. The match was set to tell a story, as most Bloodline things are. But yeah, they have good chemistry. Paul Heyman wasn't there, contrary to popular belief. We had a great finish, and it was a success, thankfully. Match rating of 87, match of the night. I wasn't sure. 93 from Roman, 56 from Solo, hence why I wasn't sure. He's going to get a massive pop boost after this, jeez. Yeah, 87 for the match of the night. Stole the show. Thank the Lord. Really happy with that. Very hot crowd. 75 to wrestling, 73 for the crowd. And oh boy, yes. Roman Reigns laid out on the mat as Solo makes his way to his feet. Ula Fala in hand. Solo drops to bended knee in front of the final boss, The Rock, and presents him with the Ula Fala. The Rock taking the Ula Fala and placing it round his neck as Solo raises his finger in the air. I acknowledge you as my tribal chief. For a 100, Solo Sakoa won Tribal Combat, won the right to be the tribal chief here, but he has acknowledged The Rock, the final boss, as the one true tribal chief of the Inoue fam. I'm not going to say that right. Of the family. The Rock. To close out Moana 2, probably as you'd expect, The Rock stands tall. The final boss, Solo Sakoa, next to him, pointing, acknowledging, as the final boss, The Rock, stands tall over a fallen Roman Reigns. For that 100... Oh, quite a powerful end to the show, I feel, here at WWE Moana 2. I'm going to miss saying that, but I've got another few episodes of saying Venom, so we'll enjoy that. Overall, Moana 2 gets us a 92. Incredible, yeah. Really carried by The Rock here, promoting Moana 2, which you'd expect he got a 100, a 100, a 95, and an 87 for segments he was in. But Solo Sakoa also pulled a 97, 87, 100 for what he was in. So I'm going to give this to Solo for the main props, I think. I'm trying to plan who I'm going to praise. I mean, the MVPs of tonight, obviously, Solo, Roman, Melo, AJ, LA, Cody, Kevin, Randy. Just a good show overall, I think, here. We're moving in a nice direction as we head towards Survivor Series War Games. You might be able to tell the direction we're going with some things, but I guess we'll see. And I know we've got a press conference as well. I'm not going to forget it. And hopefully they hopefully, in the media scrum, we don't get any issues, I know Jay and Jimmy both went on the card, so Rikishi might not be too happy, but Solo Sikoa was in the main event and won the main event, so hopefully he won't be too pleased with me. Address the locker room, lads. I'm going to shout out Solo Sikoa and Roman. I'm going to shout out Carmelo Hayes, and let me shout out, let me shout out Tyler Bate. If you can't tell, I really liked the Tyler Bate Trent Seven feud. It's been probably my favourite thing to book. SmackDown has been a slog to book at times, honestly, from my perspective. But I personally really enjoyed the Tyler Bate Trent Seven feud. That might be your opinion. What was your favourite feud heading into this? What are your thoughts on the series so far and all the feuds and storylines going on? I'm always intrigued. I'm going to shout out Solo, Roman, Carmelo, and Tyler. They're all pleased. Thank the Lord. Financially speaking, we lost a lot of money. That's just paying for The Rock to show up. But hey, we're a little bit more popular in Hawaii, so aloha. It's time for the media scrum. Right. Hopefully I don't have to black screen anything. If anything pops up you're not meant to know about yet, but let's find out. Let's jump right into the media scrum here, shall we? Right. We lost money. Do I take responsibility for this? Right, we're in a very healthy financial position. I promise you, it's no big deal. And there's no cuts. Much like real WWE, we're fine financially. Unlike real WWE, I don't plan on cutting people, especially not Dakota Kai. If you know me, you know how much I bloody love Dakota Kai. Oh, damn it, WWE. It seems like everyone agrees that WWE Moana 2 has been a successful show. What are my thoughts? Huge success, best show, amazing movie. I watched it on the Disney Plus. I don't know why I've turned into Donald. A huge success, honestly. The whole roster should be very proud of themselves. They did great. Cutting that. They don't like surprises. They don't like you finding out things in real time, do they? Oh, pricks. Moving on. We saw Tommaso Ciampa have an off night tonight. What are my thoughts? Isn't inconsistent going to hold him back? Hey, everyone's allowed an off night. These things happen. I don't really judge people on their worst nights. I judge them on their bests. So yeah, I have a lot of faith in Tommaso. Will you be making an effort to keep Tom Hardy on the roster? I bloody hope so. Well, this is my opportunity to promote next week, WWE Venom. Of course, Tom Hardy is going to be competing in a Carnage match. Tom Hardy and R-Truth versus Finn Balor, and a partner is choosing JD McDonough or Dominic Mysterio in a Carnage match. Tom Hardy at WWE Venom in a Carnage match. I really can't promote this enough. Look, I love Tom. I've loved booking Tom. I don't know how much longer, once we get past Venom, Tom's going to be here. But I definitely have plans for him at points. It's not like he's going to be like a weekly superstar, but he'll definitely be popping up. And then, we'll think ahead to different celebrities we can bring in, because I think there's a lot of fun to bring in celebrities. Not in the main event of WrestleMania to spend 2 minutes making an entrance for an interference, but I think there's a lot of fun potential in bringing celebrities in. So, to answer your original question about Thomas Hardy, he's a big part of the family, and we will, of course, be offering him a new deal. And we're cutting that as well. Always fun. We just had a lovely little chat. Just want to know about a little friction between two people, but they're chill, so it's fine. The media scrum is over. And that's the show. I hope you have enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts of WWE Moana 2 in the comments down below, because, the ratings were very good, but you're the actual viewer, not the made-up ones in-game. So I'd be interested to know what you thought. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, where do you think we're heading towards Survivor Series War Games? Let me know that as well. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. I hope you have, and subscribe for more so you do not miss the fallout from WWE Moana 2. The go-home episode of Raw next episode heading into Venom. You don't miss WWE Venom, and then we're on the road to War Games and beyond. It'll be the Rumble and Mania before you know it. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, I just want to say, as always, a very special final boss tribal chief-sized thank you for watching.